In this lesson, I will explain to you naive Bayes theorem or naive Bayes classifier. This is one of the most important topic of machine learning, but I will try my best to make it as easy as possible. I just need your attention, please, here. This is just like the guessing game, right? I will give you the example. Suppose I ask you, I have a thing, and the thing is round, hard, and we play. What is that thing? Here, actually, I have made a symbol for you, but normally in our naive Bayes theorem, you have to guess, right? So here, on the basis of these three attributes, again, it is not necessary that you can have only three attributes. You can have four, five, six, whatever. On the basis of these features or attributes, you say this is the soccer ball, right? So these attributes are the independent variable, and soccer ball is the dependent variable. Normally we use dependent and independent variable in machine learning. So if we write these features in the curly braces, these are considered the attribute set, or this is called the attribute set. Right now, suppose I have different three choices. One is this is the soccer ball, one I have football, and other suppose I have the tennis ball. I have three options. Now I am going to ask you, I have a thing or I have a ball that is round, hard, and we play. So which kind of ball I have, whether it is a soccer ball, football, or tennis ball? When you will see these attributes, on the basis of these three attributes, it is difficult to find out that whether it is a soccer ball, football, or tennis ball. So now is the point to apply the naive Bayes theorem. See, as I have told you that machine learning is divided into three classes: supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and reinforcement. In supervised learning, we have regression and classification. So naive Bayes theorem comes under the category of classification because we classify things here. So now it is difficult to find out that whether it is a soccer ball, football, or tennis ball. So we are going to apply the naive Bayes theorem, and naive Bayes theorem is based on the probability. We have to find out the probability of all these three balls, right? Highest the probability, suppose this football has the highest probability, so we will say that these features belongs to football. One more example, if I will ask you, I have a thing that is store files, we and the shape is rectangle and it is the small size, you will say it is the USB. So these are the independent variable and this is the dependent variable. In this video we will learn the concept. In second video we will work using Python and make a model. So here I have set an example for you. I said here is some fruit. I have a fruit. The color of that fruit is yellow, long, and sweet. And I will give you three options. You have to choose whether it is mango, banana, or papaya. So when you will match these attributes or these variables, independent variables, you will say mango, long, and sweet. Mango is also long, sometimes yellow, sweet. Banana has also this feature. Papaya has also this feature. Difficult to find out. Do not worry. We are going to apply the naive Bayes theorem here. We will find out the probability of each fruit with each of its attributes, and then we will finalize our answer. Okay, so one thing before going to start, these are the columns. In the formula, columns we will consider as A, and these attributes mango, banana, and papayas horizontally we will consider B. Then it will be much more easy. And the formula, we are going to apply the conditional probability. The formula, how you can read it, probability of A while B is given. Means you have to find out the probability of A while B is given, which is equal to probability of B while A is given multiplied by probability of A divided by probability of B. This is the formula you have to memorize. Just write down 2 or 3 times in a piece of paper, then it will be memorized. It is very easy. Here is A while B. Here you have to write down B while A is given, and probability of A, probability of B. As I have told you that A we will consider column, B is the these mango, banana and papaya horizontally. So here I am going to write down, then it will be much more easy. How we will perform it? First of all, we will consider only these two features, mango and yellow, and we will find out the probability. Then we will work on mango and long, and then we will consider mango and sweet. The calculation will be a little bit long, but it is very easy. First, we are going to start with mango and yellow. As I said, this is A and this is B. So probability of B, what is B here? B is the mango, right? In this way, it is much more clear if you will write down what is A and B. So mango, and then while is A, and A is yellow. So this is probability of B and A is done. Now what is probability of A? Again, probability of yellow. And what is divided by probability of B? B is mango. So first we will consider only these two attributes. Right now we will put the values. This is the important part, how to put the values. So I will do 3 steps with mango, and then you have to perform the same thing for banana and papaya, because when you will involve you will learn more. So how you will write down the numbers here? Probability of mango over yellow means what is the probability of mango? 400, and then divided by total yellow. Out of total yellow, how many mangoes we have? Out of total is 1050 yellow, and then we have only 400 mangoes. This is mango divided by yellow probability. Multiply by probability of A. What is A again? Yellow, right? How many yellow we have? Out of all, the total is 2900. If you will make the total horizontally or vertically, you will get these figures, and I did this for you. So total yellow are 1050, this one, divided by 2900. Out of 2900 we have 1050 yellow. This is probability of yellow. Same thing we have to do for probability of mango. Now this is how many mangoes we have? 1000 out of 2900. So 1000 divided by 2900. See, keep in mind, when we will work on mango and long, mango and yellow, our this part will remains the same. So now there are 2 or 3 different ways to simplify it. Whatever you like, this will cancel this. These two zero will cancel these two zero. 4 divided by 29, which is equal to 0.13793. Again, if you will take 3 or 4 decimals, a little bit answer will change, but more or less remains the same. Here, this 10 divided by 29, which is equal to 0.34482. When you will simplify it, you will get 0.40. So this is not the answer. This is only the probability of mango and yellow. Now same thing you have to perform for yellow and mango and long, and then mango and sweet. Then after this we can have 3 probabilities. We have to multiply that probabilities, then we will get the answer of this mango. Same thing for banana and papaya. So for mango and long, mango and sweet, I already did it here, and I will only show you. So here is, see, 400 divided by 950. So what is this? This is mango and long calculation, and this calculation is mango and sweet. Right? So just see, 400 divided by 950. I will go back and show you. We are here. How many long we have? Out of 950, 400 divided by 950. right? So this one. And then probability of A multiply by 1000 divided by 2900 divided by probability of B, which will remains the same. Probability of B total we have 1000 divided by 2900. So see here, that's why I said that you have to write down these figures. If you are only watching the videos, you will get 60 or 70%. When you will write down your own, you will learn 100%. Simplify it, you will get 0.40. Same thing you have to do mango and sweet. Probability is this. So then you have to multiply all these probabilities. This is probability of mango and yellow, mango and long, mango and sweet. You will get 0.032. So here you have to check the probability of fruit that you are going to find out on the basis of naive Bayes theorem. It is mango. Probability is this. Now for banana and fruit, I already did three probabilities one by one. This is banana and yellow. This is banana and long. This is banana and sweet. This is papaya yellow, papaya long, papaya. When you will multiply the three probabilities, you will get this output. When you will multiply this, and for the fruit, the first one mango, the probability was this one. Now you have to check which probability is higher. More or less all are same, but if we compare, this is the highest one. It means that according to naive Bayes theorem, the fruit whose properties are yellow or independent variables are yellow, long and sweet, it is papaya, right? It's papaya or which yes, it is papaya. 0.035. The highest is 0.035, so it is papaya. Now what is your job? Just change these number a little bit, make it 300, make it 250 and whatever, and do this calculation, because this formula is very important, and how to put these figures, this is very important. Keep in mind, if you are working on the first characteristic, first line, the denominator will be same for all these three. It is not necessary that you can have only three independent. Sometimes you can have 2, 4, 6, but you have to perform the same functions here. So naive Bayes theorem says on the basis of probability, we have to make our decision. I hope the concept is clear. In next video, we will work using Python. We will make our model